Welcome back to English Boost Everyday, everyone. Today we're diving deep into a topic that every English learner faces: errors. And guess what? Yapmanız gereken 5 şeyi öğreneceksin. That's right. By the end of this episode, you will discover 5 essential strategies to identify and correct common mistakes in grammar, vocabulary usage, pronunciation, and writing. I'm Michael, your host, and I'm thrilled to be here with our amazing guest, Sarah, an expert in error correction strategies and language improvement. Let's jump right in.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to join you today. We all know that making mistakes is a natural part of learning any language. However, recurring errors can hold you back and affect your confidence. Today, we're going to explore practical techniques to tackle these mistakes head on. Whether it's self review, seeking peer feedback, or engaging in targeted practice exercises, our goal is to turn your errors into opportunities for growth and improvement.
Let's start with our first essential strategy: identify common pitfalls. It's crucial to know which mistakes you're prone to before you can fix them. Sarah, why is it important to recognize your most frequent errors? And how can learners begin this process?
Great question, Michael. The first step in overcoming mistakes is awareness. Many learners repeat errors because they don't even realize they're happening. I suggest you start by keeping a journal where you record any mistakes you notice in your writing, speaking, or listening. For example, if you frequently mix up verb tenses or mispronounce certain words, write them down. Over time, patterns will emerge that highlight your common pitfalls. This self-assessment allows you to focus on specific areas rather than trying to tackle everything at once. Identifying these issues is the foundation for targeted improvement.
That's a solid starting point. When you know exactly what to work on, you can direct your efforts more effectively. Now, let's move on to our second essential strategy: self-review techniques. Self-review is a powerful tool for error correction. Sarah, can you explain how learners can incorporate self-review into their study routines?
Absolutely. Self-review is all about critically analyzing your own work. One effective method is to set aside some time after writing an essay or recording a speaking session to review your work. Read your writing aloud. This often helps you catch errors that you might miss when reading silently. Additionally, use checklists that focus on grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. For instance, ask yourself, did I use the correct verb tense? Or are my subject-verb agreements accurate? Digital tools like grammar checkers can be useful, but I recommend using them as a guide rather than a crutch. The goal is to develop your own ability to spot errors, so regular self-review can greatly enhance your language skills over time.
Excellent advice. Self-review helps build your internal editing skills and makes you more mindful of your language. Now, on to our third essential strategy: seek constructive peer feedback. Sometimes it's hard to see your own mistakes. Sarah, how can getting feedback from others accelerate your improvement?
Peer feedback is invaluable because it offers you a fresh perspective. Find a study partner, join a language exchange group, or participate in online forums where you can share your work. When you receive feedback, focus on the constructive aspects. Ask your peers specific questions like, do you think my use of past tense is consistent? Or, can you suggest a better word choice for this sentence? Listening to others' opinions not only highlights your blind spots, but also provides new ideas on how to improve. Constructive criticism should be viewed as a gift. It shows you what you need to work on and ultimately accelerates your progress.
I couldn't agree more. Having a supportive community can make a huge difference in your learning journey. Let's move to our fourth essential strategy: engage in targeted practice exercises. Deliberate practice is key to turning corrections into long-term improvements. Sarah, what kind of exercises do you recommend for tackling recurring errors?
Targeted practice exercises are essential for addressing specific issues. For example, if you struggle with verb tenses, I recommend doing focused drills where you write sentences using different tenses and then check them for accuracy. For pronunciation errors, record yourself reading a passage and then listen back, comparing your pronunciation with that of a native speaker. You can also use language apps that offer error correction exercises and interactive quizzes. Role-playing scenarios are particularly effective. Simulate a conversation where you intentionally practice using correct grammar and vocabulary. The key is to practice consistently and review your exercises to ensure you're making progress. Over time, these exercises will help internalize the correct patterns.
That's really practical advice. Deliberate, focused practice is the best way to turn mistakes into learning opportunities. Finally, let's discuss our fifth essential strategy. Utilize expert guidance and reflect on your progress. Expert advice can provide structure and motivation when you're feeling stuck. Sarah, how can learners integrate expert guidance into their error correction process?
Expert guidance can truly elevate your learning process. One way to do this is by enrolling in an English course or hiring a tutor who specializes in error correction. Experts can provide personalized feedback and help you understand why certain mistakes occur and how to avoid them. Additionally, consider watching educational videos or reading articles on common English errors. They often provide in-depth explanations and real-life examples. Reflect on your progress regularly by revisiting your error journal and noting improvements over time. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, because every correction is a step toward greater fluency. Combining expert guidance with self-reflection creates a powerful loop of continuous improvement.
Let's quickly recap the 5 essential things you must do to tackle common mistakes and elevate your English. 1. Identify common pitfalls. Keep a journal to record and recognize patterns in your errors. 2. Incorporate self-review techniques. Regularly review your work by reading aloud and using checklists to catch mistakes. 3. Seek constructive peer feedback. Engage with study partners or online communities to receive and act on feedback. 4. Engage in targeted practice exercises. Focus on specific areas of difficulty through drills, role-playing, and interactive quizzes. 5. Utilize expert guidance and reflect. Combine expert advice with regular self-reflection to continuously improve your skills.
Exactly, Michael. By following these 5 strategies, you'll transform your mistakes into powerful learning tools. Remember, every error is an opportunity to improve, and consistent effort in correcting these errors will make your English more accurate and fluent over time.
Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to encourage all our listeners to start applying these strategies immediately. Whether you're reviewing your essays, recording your speaking sessions, or participating in online forums, every effort you put into error correction is a step toward mastering English. Embrace your mistakes. They are not setbacks, but stepping stones on your journey to fluency.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Instead, see them as chances to learn. With every correction and every piece of feedback, you're building a stronger foundation for your language skills. Stay committed, be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Sarah, and thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. If you found today's episode helpful, please check out our previous videos on speaking, listening, vocabulary, and writing. We update our channel daily with fresh, engaging content, so be sure to visit every day.
Yes, please remember to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode, like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends. Your support helps our community grow and motivates us to keep delivering innovative language tips and expert strategies.
That's right. So, as you leave today's session, keep these 5 essential strategies in mind to tackle your errors and elevate your English. Identify your common pitfalls, review your work, seek feedback, practice deliberately, and leverage expert guidance. With these tools, you're well on your way to achieving error-free, confident English.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember that every mistake corrected is a victory on your path to fluency. Embrace the process and enjoy the journey. Your progress will speak for itself.
Thank you again for joining us on Error-Free, Tackle Common Mistakes, and Elevate Your English today. Don't forget to check out our previous episodes for more practical language tips, subscribe for daily updates, and share this podcast with your friends and family. Together, we're building a vibrant community of confident, fluent English speakers.
Goodbye, everyone. Stay focused, keep refining your skills, and we'll see you in the next episode with more actionable insights and inspiring tips.
Until next time, this is Michael, with Sarah by my side, signing off. Have an amazing day and keep turning those errors into wins.